from three-point territory in game 3. 0 of 7. Halliburton in the starting lineup with Nembhard, Neesmith, Siakam, and Brook Lopez for the Bucks. 117-101 final in game 3. Can they get Damian Lillard going as well? Lillard, 1 of 8 from three-point territory, finished with 7 points on Friday night. We're set to go. Indiana controls the tip. We're underway here in Milwaukee. Tony Brothers, Mark Lindsay, Carl Lane, the officiating crew. And the ball gets deflected out of bounds with 8 seconds gone by. It's a Pacer team that went 50-32 during the regular season. 20-20 on the road under Rick Carlisle. They had a 10-point lead at halftime of game 3, and then the Bucks just took over, scoring 39 points in the third quarter.
Well, they ramped it up with their defense, making them uncomfortable, Indiana, on the offensive end.
Rejected by Lopez. He got Siakam.
And Brook Lopez, 2 blocks per game. Great weak side coverage. Siakam tried to get a quick hitter down the rim, and continuation with that great defense there on that play by Lopez.
Shot clock is at 5. It's a turnover. They couldn't get it in cleanly. You mentioned it. Trent had 37 points. He shot the lights out in game 3. Lillard defended by Nembhard. Excellent on-the-ball defender. 10 to shoot. A touch for Antetokounmpo. Double team comes from Turner. And that's too high, even for Lopez. Out of bounds.
And right away, both teams coming out first possessions a little bit sloppy. The turnover game, good shots on the offensive end, has been able to win.
Rick Carlisle said something changed in that third quarter. The Bucks did ramp up their defensive effort and intensity. Neesmith, the floater to get things started.
Smith has been so good this year, knocking down shots, certainly capable with the strength inside on the interior.
Bucks went 27-14 at home this season. Lillard, a long 2-pointer off the rim, cleared by Turner. Turnovers a problem in game 3 for Halliburton and the Pacers. Key ones. The roll. Turner floats it up, no, and a foul. Antetokounmpo grabbing his hand on the receiving end of that hit.
And Indiana, such a free-flowing offense, Ian. They really, the ball movement and player movement is what they're all about. And with the shooting and spacing, the screen and roll action there, Turner able to get the ball at the rim. All Giannis could do was foul in that play.
And Grant, they're going to give it to Gary Trent Jr. on the push. That he made contact with Turner as he was rolling towards the rim. So Indiana now up 3-0. Turner did not do much in game 3. Indiana shot just 43% from the field.
Yeah, and Turner was 0 for 6 from the three-point line. One of the best spot-up jump shooting centers in the league. Had some good open looks, just could not convert.
Antetokounmpo cut off there by Siakam. Little body bump, and Kuzma gets inside for 2.
I like that, the physicality. Kuzma struggled a bit offensively in this series. Getting that high percentage look early, good for him.
Trent right now is guarding Halliburton, screening Turner. Halliburton gives it up. Turner fadeaway, bottom.
And a good sign here for Indiana. Turner, a free throw line make, and then getting that little fadeaway jump shot. So important to their offensive attack.
Isolation at Antetokounmpo with Siakam. Back in kick. Extra. Kuzma's 3. Off the rim. And Halliburton will allow it to bounce out of bounds. Rick Carlisle, when we spoke with him prior to the game, he said, got to tighten things up with our base coverages. They're going to throw a lot of different bodies at Giannis Antetokounmpo. They're not going to give him the same look every time down the floor. They know they can't stop it, but they can make his life more difficult.
And they felt like they kind of got away as Turner knocks down another jump shot. Good sign here for Indiana, but Carlisle talked about that second half in game 3. Just felt like they lost concentration. Yep. They didn't follow the assignments there. And certainly Milwaukee was able to take advantage.
Antetokounmpo, hard drive. It's blocked by Turner. They're going to count it. Goaltending. Put it on the board for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Right there, Giannis, just the burst to the rim. Turner tried to get over there a little bit late. But you got to form a wall against Antetokounmpo on those drives.
Pacers are playing without Benedict Mathurin, not available. Abdominal contusion. He's listed as day-to-day. Little flip, doesn't go. Siakam, long rebound, Lillard. 7-4 Indiana. Lillard gets through the first wave. The fall away is in and out. And it's 5-on-4 right now. Antetokounmpo late to get up. Turner trying to take advantage. Ball fake, left hand. Turner with a little bit of sauce on the interior.
Yeah, making up for that difficult shooting.
He's got front 9-4. Trent probing. Pull-up pop. Around and out for Antetokounmpo. Turner gets the feed from Halliburton, two-man game, and he steps on the sideline.
And I thought Turner right there passed up an open look. He's knocked down some jump shots there. It looked like Halliburton set him up for that three, but once again, turnovers has been a theme here, and certainly Indiana, a team that does not turn the ball over much throughout the regular season.
No, third fewest turnovers in the NBA, only committed fewer. Splash Mountain, Brook Lopez. 9-7 Pacers. Nembhard, pull-up jump, book it.
And I like Nembhard's game. Just always composed, loves to operate there in that mid-range area, and also a great point of attack defender charged with picking up Lillard full court.
11-7 Pacers. Lopez fend off on Siakam. Lob it up, and Lopez couldn't guide it in. Milwaukee opens 3 of 8. Early offense. Turner, catch, release. 2 on the board. Timeout, Bucks. Indiana, 6 of 8 from the field. They're off to a hot start here in Milwaukee. NBA playoffs are presented by Google as we welcome you back here at Fiserv Forum. Bobby Portis mic'd up tonight for the Bucks.
Yo, NBA, man, y'all shout me out. So I need to shout out my grandpa, man, here in the hospital. Family going through a lot, man. Shout out to the family, man. Shout out to watching tonight, man. Hold your head high, man. We balling for grandma. Rest of the year, rest of my career, rest of my life, man. Let's go, man. Family over everything. Let's get it.
And we say ditto on the shout-out.
Yeah, 100%. I love Bobby thinking of his family here, an important time. And speaking of an important time, Brook Lopez knocking down his second three-pointer of the game. So important, was scoreless there in game 3.
Without Mathurin, Rick Carlisle is going with Jarris Walker. First man off the bench. Turner, hot hand? No, rims out. Rebounded by Antetokounmpo. Freight train, can't stop it.
So good in the open court. Giannis feast in the paint.
And Milwaukee cuts it to 1. Walker extra, Nesmith. He got Trent to lean, and Nesmith takes up real estate on that quick step to the rim.
Yeah, just beautiful footwork. Great hesitation there, and had the whole side ISO cleared out for him for that one-on-one opportunity.
Aaron Nesmith has really come into his own this season. 12 points per game in his 5th year in the NBA. Kuzma. Last game, they couldn't stop Trent. That one was off balance. Lillard volleyballs it over, and Lillard goes down with an injury. He's grabbing his high ankle of the left leg. And right now it's 5-on-4. Lillard can't get up. And Lopez finally fouls at the 5:57 mark. Kuzma comes over to help Damian Lillard. And he's trying to put pressure on his left leg.
Yeah, it looked like it happened before that play. Great presence of mind to tip the ball to the corner there, but you see him grabbing that left ankle. Until that foul was called, he was not moving, as he's putting no pressure on that foot. So not a good sign here from Milwaukee and Damian Lillard, who has struggled.
Calf deep vein thrombosis. There were serious concerns for returning to the lineup in game 2, and now Lillard is trying to work through the issue. Kevin Porter Jr. has checked in to replace him. Nembhard lines it up, knocks it down. It's a 3.
And Nembhard had 17 points, 6 assists in game 2. Certainly looking to be aggressive here early.
Extending out defensively, and foul is called. Miles Turner picks it up.
And Ian, is so important as Lopez has knocked down those 2 3-pointers. Turner likes to roam and help on those drives by Giannis, and so Lopez has to keep him honest, knocking down those threes.
Indiana is 8 of 12 from the field. Kuzma drives in, and there is a foul. Nesmith was waiting for him in the paint as Kuzma made his move to the rim.
And I like that right there. Kuzma has struggled a bit offensively in this series. But right away, you've seen a few times driving, using that size and that length to get into the paint. He scored early, and here, drawing a foul.
NBA on TNT is brought to you by the Kia Telluride X-Line. Kia, official automotive partner of the NBA. Bobby Portis, very popular here in Milwaukee, checks in, replaces Brook Lopez. And Kuzma goes 1 out of 2 to cut into the Indiana lead. Currently 5 for the Pacers. It's the number 7 scoring team of the NBA, 117.4 points per game. Nice fake and finish.
Right there, Halliburton, his first shot attempt here early. He's been looking to get others involved here on the road.
Grant, they have 12 points in the paint. Kuzma, fake, and the finger roll rims out. Rebound leaks out to Nembhard. Open look, Nesmith. And it bounces in. Everything is going down for the Pacers.
Talk about touch right there. Rim, backboard, back to the rim. Once again, the defense creating opportunities in transition for Indiana.
And now Indiana up by 10. Antetokounmpo will settle and doesn't get the roll. So the Bucks have had a number of shots go in and out. Meanwhile, Indiana is pouring on the offense. Halliburton likes the matchup with Kuzma. Portis comes to help. Halliburton, herky-jerky moves, couldn't finish. Portis gets it ahead for Trent. Trying to work the middle now is Porter. And an offensive foul. Nesmith takes the bump.
Yeah, right now, out of sorts offensively from Milwaukee. No flow, no rhythm. Certainly not knocking down 3-pointers other than Lopez. And with Giannis on the bench, excuse me, Giannis in the game, they form in a wall. He forced him to take that mid-range shot, but everything flowing offensively for Indiana, and give Indiana's defense credit. They're causing problems here for Milwaukee.
Changes here for Indiana. T.J. McConnell is in, so is Obi Toppin, and A.J. Green seeing his first action for the Bucks. It's a 10-1 run. Siakam returning for the Pacers. Walker, high arcing 3, rims out. And the Bucks out by Antetokounmpo.
Look at the wall there defensively. Yep. 3 guys preventing from Giannis from driving.
So this is a one-on-one opportunity for the veteran Portis. The turnaround off the rim. Halliburton fakes the pass up the floor. Now it's Walker. And Porter somehow saves it, ends up in the front row, gives it right back to Indiana. Toppin missed it, short. Rebounded by Antetokounmpo.
Thought Toppin could have swung it there to the corner for Halliburton.
Bucks have missed their last 5 shots. Trying to end the scoring drought. Antetokounmpo attacks and slams. Timeout Pacers. 3:14 to go in this opening quarter. Game 4 from Milwaukee. They are familiar foes, and there's definitely been some bad blood. December 2023, after hitting the game-clinching three, Tyrese Halliburton did the Dame Time celebration. Also in December, post-game skirmish over the game ball. Game 1, Lillard didn't play, but took exception to Halliburton. Game 2, some arguments, several of them throughout the game. Stephanie has more on the physical nature of this series. Stephanie.
Yes, I talked to Bobby Portis earlier today, and I asked him about the chippiness between these two teams with the Bucks and the Pacers. And he told me, quote, "We got like a little thing going on. I think we played each other about 20 times this last calendar year. So I think that's just the thing with us. We got like a little hate towards each other. I think that's kind of good for the sport, right? Having two teams that really don't like each other, two teams that know exactly what each other will do. So it's always..."
Indiana likes it?
I actually think Indiana likes that. They like to talk trash, get it's part of their personality. But certainly, who would have thought these two teams would become a heated rivalry as it is over the last few seasons?
McConnell looking to give it up. The lead is back to 10. 2:25 remaining in the first. Siakam's jumper off the rim. And the rebound snatched by Porter. Lillard going down with an injury in this first quarter. He was grabbing at his left ankle. Bucks are trying to find some rhythm and flow here offensively. Porter, jab, jumper, short. Rebounded by Walker. Pacers are shooting it at 61%. McConnell doesn't take the three. Instead, circles, but missed it on the floater. Bucks are at 33% from the field. Adetokounmpo anticipating the call. There will be a call, but it was on the floor. Pascal Siakam with the contact.
And that's what's so dangerous guarding Giannis. And in the open floor, coming at you, full head of steam there. Siakam, I thought he guessed right. He was moving his feet, reached in. And you said it, the offense struggling a bit as Giannis is going to check out of the game. That's been a struggle this season for them. The minutes when Giannis is off the court, typically Lillard, that's when he becomes more aggressive on the offensive end, but he is still in the locker room being treated to that with that left ankle.
So the Bucks send in Jericho Sims and Taurean Prince. Indiana now has Ben Shepherd in the game. Open look, Prince. That won't go from the corner. Long rebound claimed by Porter. Reload, Green, got him, a three. 25-18, Pacers. Ball movement leads to Walker, one-on-one with Green. McConnell will go to the other side. Toppin is popping, a three. Lead is back to 10. Porter tried to make a cut on Shepherd. Crosses, off balance. Couldn't finish it. McConnell pushing the pace. In transition, McConnell attacks for two.
Right now, this pace advantage to Indiana. Right now, everything free-flowing. They're getting the shots they want. And 9 fast break points here in this first quarter for the Pacers.
Porter, swing, Green, again! Derry Bird!
Well, I'll tell you, great awareness there. You know the hot hand, he just knocked down a three. Right now, the only thing keeping Milwaukee attached here, Green's three-point shooting.
Third-year pro from Cedar Falls, Iowa. Top it, extra, Shepherd. Missed it. Rebounded by Prince. There's a 1-second difference, shot clock to game clock. Porter defended by Shepherd. Screen from Green. It's a whole lot of Porter, and he buries it. A downtown hit for Kevin Porter Jr. McConnell half court. And Milwaukee finds a little something at the end of the quarter.
That they do. 3 consecutive three-pointers with Giannis on the bench.
Pacers have the lead. After one, they lead the series 2-1. We'll have second quarter action coming up. First round coverage on TNT is presented by NerdWallet. It's time for Fight for Victory, presented by Modelo. Just going back, one of those quirky stats. Indiana, after a loss to Milwaukee in the playoffs, they win April of 2000, May of 2000, then last season, 2 victories after losses. During the break, Stephanie with Indiana big man Miles Turner.
Thank you so much, Miles. After the last game, you all thought you could play better. How would you assess?
дрогнут плечи, рука у него обернется, и нет ничего.
В ночь порывы юных лет и взрывы сил и крайности мнений. Но счастья не было и нет, хоть в этом больше нет сомнений. Пройти опасные года, тебя подстерегают всюду. Но если выйдешь цел, тогда ты наконец поверишь чуду. И наконец увидишь ты, что счастье и не надо было, что сей несбыточной мечты и на полжизни не хватило, что через край перелилась восторга творческого.
Heaven knows, man know that I love you so much, Jamila. Ooh, yes I do. You left my world and left me so cold. Now I'm wondering how I'm gonna get you back. Hey, nothing about to make it right. Jamila ki yafe mun. Na dawo gida ban ga Jamila ba, na dawo gida ban ji muryanta ba. Hey, wayo, a neman mun Jamila. Jamila, don Allah ki dawo gida, babu abin da zai raba mu har abada. Jamila, zuciya na ɓaciwa. Gida, 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 gida. Ooh, no matter what people do or say, this love will never die. If I knew I never hurt you so bad, drinking so much, too much women.